Alright, so our next part on the list of simple things we need to learn is the hole layout. Now, whole layout of your course is a very simple, but can get very complicated. It all depends on how much land you want to use, if you want to have any houses around. But for the most part, it's pretty easy. What a lot of people like to do is they like to have their clubhouse, say this is my clubhouse right here. And the easiest way to do it is what they call a butterfly design. So just for example, you'll do one hole here, two hole here, three hole here, four hole here, five here, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that gives you a big wing, like a butterfly wing that circles back around. Then for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And it gives you another butterfly wing. This is the easiest way to do hole layouts. This is just the easiest way to get you back around to your clubhouse. The butterfly design is just, there's nothing complex to it. The only problem is it can leave your holes kind of separated, kind of far apart. So trying to keep your holes closer together to give you a nice look is a little bit harder to do. Now, I'm going to I guess as far back as I can go. Yeah. So this is probably where we're going to put our first few holes on this little butterfly wing. I usually just keep this here just to mark where my clubhouse is. So what you want to do first off is go over here to your edit holes down here. Up here to where it says create holes. Click on your create holes. And what I usually like to do is I like to get down here low on the ground. And I like to kind of look and see what kind of views I'm going to get. So I think actually I'm going to start over here with this wing. I'm going to go around this way instead for the first 9. Because I really like the way that this lake looks in this little low-lying area over here. So I think I'm going to try to take the fairway up around here and maybe throw a green down here on the other side of the lake. So what you're going to do is click your first click. This places down your tee box. Then you come out here to wherever you want your fairway to be, and you click again. This is going to put the point to where your players are going to aim at when they spawn in. So when your guy spawns in on this tee, he's going to be aiming right at this point with a club that's going to land him on this point. And finally, you want to put your green down. Now what this does is it gives you, if you did everything that I told you before, it'll give you this. It'll give you something very similar to this, where you'll just have the rough going down the center of the hole. Now, usually you won't want the rough on your hole just because you want to start with a clean slate. It's just a little bit easier that way. So what you can do is select this first point down here, click near your number 1, select hole 1 settings. And I think I'm in the wrong spot. But I think it is, yes, sorry, my bad. It's over here on course settings. So you want to come over to your rough settings and you'll want to come up here to where it says light rough width, turn that down to 0, and then you'll want to go down to heavy rough width and turn that down to 0 as well. Now the trees will spawn back in, the trees will all be enclosed back on your world, and the final one you want to do is the tee boxes. So go back out of that, come up here to where it says tee box settings, and do the tee box size to 0. Now you're back with a blank slate. Now you don't have to do this if you want to keep the rough, just because it'll be easier for you. You can, but this is just the way that you get better looking holes. It takes a little bit more time, but it is better in the long run. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to come and we're going to place down some of the rest of our holes. I think I'm only going to place down 3 holes probably. So we're going to come over here. I think a tee box would be nice up on top of this hill up here. Just going to select this spot. There's a big open valley up here that would be pretty nice to hit into. Try to maybe bend it on the side of this hill. I think on the side of that hill would be nice. And let's just do a number 3 to bring us closer to the clubhouse. Do a little par 3. And that will be our first 3 holes in terms of our layout right there. I'm going to continue on and showing you how to play stuff and bend the terrain to your will.